Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I've got a fantastic shaker card collection from our friends at Crafters Companion. This is the Gemini shaker card cut and die stamp and die set. They make fabulous shaker cards like this. And of course we have a whole array of sequins to play with, so I can't wait to show you what else I came up with, so come back and play with us. This first die and stamp set is called Birthday Gifts. And as you can see here, it's got lots of shaker material in there. It's so fun. I would recommend when making shaker cards, and we're going to show you how to do it and everything, some very necessary tools are a sheet of acetate. This one's 8.5 by 11, and I think Paulette is putting that in the Money Saver bundle, which if you want to take a look at that, it's on the right-hand side. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, and if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box. And it'll take you to the Paper Wishes webisode page and you can see all the deals, okay? So the acetate for your little window, for your shaker, that's absolutely necessary. And also, sort of long strips of foam tape are very nice. And this is a giant wheel of foam tape. And there is, let's see, 150 feet or 50 yards of foam tape on this, and it's about 20 bucks. And you guys, that is a fantastic deal. So look for that below our video and all the products that we have used, and you can see that as well. All right, so what did I use to make my card here? So this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and the little background polka dots is from Dotted Duos #2. It's got this great little sort of teal color there. And then I also used this fabulous glitter, teal glitter cardstock, which is what I cut this main picture part out of. And then I also added a little bit of frosted green Miri cardstock, which is so pretty and it goes so nicely with that teal. And for that, I use that for matting down here for this border, and then just put a little like 1/4 inch strip of it across the top as well. So let's talk about how you assemble these. First thing I did was cut a little rectangle here. This is, let me measure it for you to get some more details here. So this is about almost 4 inches by about 4¼ inches. And this die worked so nicely. Just put that right there. Put that through my die cutting machine. Of course, you want to secure that with a little bit of low tack tape. All these materials are available at Paper Wishes. So you're going to die cut that, and then you're going to take your little sheet of acetate. Okay? So that acetate is going to get glued on here, and I find just putting dots of this Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue, and I like to put dots of it kind of in areas so that the sequins don't sneak in between those little areas. And you want this to stay kind of flat, so even just putting a little bit on those little strips right there of the gifts. And then you're going to take your acetate, which is cut just a little bit smaller, and you're just going to put it right like that. And you've made a little window, just like that. And then you want to make sure that any glue that kind of gets squished out there like this, you just sort of take a little cotton swab or your fingernail like this, and you want to make sure that that is dry before you proceed. But we're going to go ahead and proceed, and we're going to take our strips of foam tape. There's my end of my foam tape. And what I like to do with this is I'll just take my little scissors, and this is a 1/2 inch wide, and I just cut it right down the center just like that. And then you want to cut it in some nice long strips, just like this. Okay, so now I have 2 pieces, and we're just going to take this and we're going to put this all around like that. And I've got some pre-cut pieces here. Just going to go like this. And we're just making sort of a little dam all the way around for our shaker. And you want to have your foam tape pieces close together so those sequins don't sneak out. Just like this. Take another long strip right here. And I think I just need to trim this one a little bit. Just like that. So that's your first layer. Now, sequins are very, very thin, but sometimes you want to be able to have them shake and move freely. So what I like to do is once I've got my first layer put down, I like to do another layer of foam tape so it's double thick. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, and you would just take more strips and you could just put them right across just like that. Just like that. And I'm out of foam tape, so I need to cut some more. I love making shaker cards and giving them as birthday gifts, and I just think they're just an unusual and fun card to get, and especially since they mail so nicely. Like, I've never had to put any extra postage. I haven't had to put them in a padded envelope or anything like that. What I do like to do is when I put them in an envelope is just put a piece of blank cardstock, almost like something like this. Just put it right over the top of it and then stick it in your envelope, and then it mails beautifully. No problems whatsoever. All right, so we're going to take this, peel that off. And once you see, like, you get everything sort of pre-cut, this whole little method of peeling off everything, it goes very quickly. So then the fun part, you get to add your sequins. So what's nice about these is that they are zip-locked, which is fabulous. So this color right here, this is Blue Lagoon. I had this taped a little bit so I could access it easily. Put a little bit of Blue Lagoon in. And then I'm also going to put in, this one is Dusky Pink. Dusky Pink, which I think it's more purple than pink. Like that. All right, and then one thing, you want to kind of keep the little contents off the foam, which is nice. And then I've cut another little square, so I'm going to do, this is double-sided, so there's large polka dots on one side, small on the other. It's from the Dotted Duos #2. I'm going to put small polka dots like this. And then you're just going to kind of seal that all the way around. So you're making a little sandwich, really. You're going to turn that around. There you go. Then I matted this whole thing with a little bit of white cardstock and then just glued that to my card. And that's how you make your little shaker packet. Very simple. All right, so then also I made another one using the same die set, and this was a Christmas card. Very cute. And then this one, I used coral blush, which it's called coral. It's more red. And for that one, I used a 5x5 card, covered it with red cardstock, and then if you can see right here, I've got a scalloped circle, so I used a scalloped circle cutting die from white cardstock, glued that down, and then a little border of green plaid paper. This is Joyful Christmas, and these are 6x6 patterned cardstock. So I did that green plaid right there. And then I went ahead and did another circle, this one right here, and then I placed the die on the circle and die cut it from a circle shape. Did my same foam tape on the back of the circle. Well, first I put the acetate down. Then I did the foam tape on the back of the circle, filled it up with all my little goodies, and then I did another little circle of white cardstock behind that to make my little sandwich, and then glued the white circle to this larger white circle. And then just added a little bit of ribbon, and that is the Glimmer ribbon. It's a lime green. It's from the Glimmer ribbon set that we have there. Just a little fun one. Oh, and I should mention that the Mary is from the Christmas Script Greeting Dazzle stickers. They come in all different colors. And then I just added the little Mary right there because I had just the right amount of space there. So for the last one, you guys, this is the Birthday Wish die right here. I gotta clean up my area a little bit. There we go. For this one, we're gonna build this one. This is a 6.5 by 5 inch card. Got to make sure that my fold is on the right side. Yep, there we go. There's the fold. I covered that with Windflowers cardstock, okay, solid cardstock, and I inked the edges with a little bit of black ink. And then on this one right here, I used Windflowers 6x6 cardstock, which is just the right amount. Use this green one right here with the pattern on the side. Then I went ahead and stamped that with a little coordinating greeting here. Life's too short to say no to cake, which I completely agree with. And I took some of the, ooh, I just spilled some sequins. The sequins here, this is the dusky pink. I went ahead and glued some right down here to the front. And then on the back, we've got our foam tape. So this one I wanted to show you how to cut it from a larger piece to make like a full card with not just having it on the center. So you can cut this from the patterned cardstock. I would recommend using patterned cardstock rather than just like a lighter weight patterned paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our sequins right here, and I put foam tape right there on this side to kind of, you know, so this didn't sink in once it was turned over. So for this one, we're going to use a little bit of iridescent diamond. And to work these packets, you first have to cut it right there, and then you get to use the little Ziploc right there. So we're going to put that in. It's a little bit of that diamond. I'd actually recommend just, instead of pouring it like I do so freely, just putting it in like that. That way it doesn't bounce around and get onto your foam. And then we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of our, no, I think I'm going to use blue on this one because I have a purple background. No, that's not right. I'm using a blue background, so I want to use the purple. I want to use the dusky pink, which I think looks purple. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. Oh, I still got some on my foam. There you go. And then we're going to take a little piece of, it's got a pretty little pattern on this side, but I want the solid one. We're going to put that right there to make our little sandwich. All right, now I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to put that right on the center. Make sure everything's connecting all around the edges. And then I've got a sweet little bow here. And this one is from Velvet Shimmer Ribbon. And I'm just going to glue that right here. And we've got our little shaker. So cute, you guys. So we've got a great money saver on these shakers. They're so fun. The dies, the sequins, what a great collection. The acetate's going to be in that money saver too. So with foam tape, you are good to go. So if you're interested in that money saver, it's on the right-hand side. If you're watching us on YouTube, look below the video in the description box, and you will be able to get a link right over here to Paper Wishes. And hey, subscribe. We do 3 to 5 videos a week, and I would hate for you to miss any of them. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.